to my channel, guys. This is Alex from Alex's Innovations, and today, just kidding, we're not gonna do any bracelets today. I kind of went MIA for a couple months there. I think my last video was in like January. I think it was like the mandala flower. Nope, it was April. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this, make this as easy for myself as possible with as few edits, which I might end up regretting because I have a lot of ideas that I've been meaning to convey and haven't really gotten a chance to do so. So if my speech is a little awkward or broken, you know what's going on. Alright, let's get started, I guess. So item number one, where did I go? Why am I not posting anymore? And I'll tell you the answer. The answer is, I have so many other things consuming my time and my everyday life that it's kind of been put in the back burner, and by it I mean my YouTube channel, or making videos more specifically, has been kind of put on that back burner for a while. And I remember I was having a conversation with my therapist in like March or something, and I was telling her, she's asking me like, how much money do you make and how much time do you spend per month? And I told her something like, well, if I make one video a week, every video takes me 2 hours to film, 6 hours to edit, and then like 1 to 2 hours to upload, 10 hours a week. And she's like, okay, so you make 4 videos a week, that's 40 hours a month. And like, how much money do you make? And I told her, and then we calculated. Turns out I make more money on my Etsy than on my YouTube. And like, to be fair, I'm not doing either of these things for the money, really, but the thing is, I wasn't really enjoying making YouTube videos anymore. Like, I kept comparing myself to other creators, and it was exhausting to try and find a 2-hour block of time in my schedule, because I'm just there's so many things going on. I'm in my second year of college now. I'm studying chemical engineering, and that's a really hard major. It's a really hard time just finding time to eat and like sleep and normal things that are gonna keep you alive. So I'm doing my best to try and keep myself healthy, keep myself mentally and physically okay. Second priority is homework. Third priority is the 2 other jobs I'm working, and then 5th priority is Etsy, and then YouTube is kind of 6th priority. So I see YouTube every time I open my resume to apply to jobs for the summer, internships, because that's kind of hanging out on my resume. And I see YouTube like May 2018 to present. I'm like, oh, not since January. So I kind of left you guys. I didn't really say where I went. I just stopped posting, and everyone's like, where are you? Please come back. And like, I'm sorry. So I never really got to issue a formal statement of like where I went, but that's kind of what happened. I started this channel when I was 15, in May 2018, so it is over 3 years old at this point. Boy oh boy. And it has been a very long journey from there, filled with ups, filled with downs, filled with middles. So there are some good things and bad things about running a channel. I got some, I don't want to say hate, but things that made me a little sad to read, things that made me happy to read, and by far there was happy things, but sometimes there were sad things, and that kind of had the unfortunate effect of canceling out all the happy things that I was hearing. Also, each video took me forever to make, and finding 10 hours a week, that's really hard. That's like a whole job. And this was becoming a job, kind of. It was just really exhausting. And I wasn't really enjoying it, and that's the most important part, is that I wasn't really enjoying making videos anymore. I was too stressed about what I was going to say. I was too worried about making sure that my format, that I'm not speaking too fast, because that's been a really huge issue for me. In my earlier videos, I made the background music too loud, and I've received plenty of comments about that. Like, there's nothing I can do about it now. Like, I literally can't. I've deleted all the video files. I don't want to try and make the audio quieter. Like, I'm sorry. I was 15. I was and continue to use iMovie for editing. iMovie's the worst software. I think it's free. It's great for like school projects, but in terms of actually like adding animations and like multiple arrows to things, like I had to edit layer on top of layer, and I tried downloading Final Cut Pro, like the free version, and it took me so long to learn it wasn't really worth it. And plus the actual version's something like $300, so I honestly just couldn't stomach that. And my computer is has such poor RAM. Every time I open Zoom and another application, it sounds like it's gonna take off. And so like iMovie exporting while me doing my homework, it just, my whole desk got hot from how much heat it was producing. So it's just kind of a lot of little things. I guess not really one big thing, but I felt as though making videos was kind of an obligation to people, because people are commenting like, where are you? And I had to remind myself that my happiness is more important than others, just for myself. I don't mean this to be like I'm better than you. No, it's not. But my objective is to make myself happy. Your objective is to make yourself happy. Someone else's objective is to make themselves happy. So we all are self-centered, and it's not good to be too self-centered, but it's not also good to be not enough self-centered. So when I was in middle school and early high school, I did things to make everyone else happy. And I didn't realize that I had to make myself happy first. So I would always conform to what I thought everyone else wanted me to be like. I just was really quiet, and then in 11th grade, I dyed my hair turquoise. And that just made me realize, okay, I can do things for myself, I can think for myself. Not everyone has turquoise hair. People are gonna look at me, people are gonna ask questions, and that's okay, because that's what I wanted to do. And dyeing my hair turquoise really helped me. I dyed it brown like 2 years later, and now this is my normal hair color. It's also gotten really long, because you guys haven't seen me, I think, since like January. It's really long now, because I just haven't had a haircut since quarantine started, and it was like a year and a half ago. So anyway, yeah, basically the moral of the story is do what you like. And if you are currently in a situation where you're doing something that you started many years ago, say a sport or a club, or maybe an academic interest, or maybe a friendship, and you do not enjoy it anymore, try and listen to yourself. Do you enjoy that activity, or that event, or that thing, or that person? Or do you resent whenever you have to engage in that activity? Is this something that you want to do, or is it something that you feel you need to do due to obligations to others, or obligations to your future, like college applications and other things? So try and evaluate how useful or how enjoyable this activity is, and see if you could be using your time better, or if you could be using your mental energy better, because mental energy is a resource. It's finite. You're going to run out eventually, and you want to use your time and you want to use your energy. Do things that spark joy. Do things that make you happy. They could be dumb. They could be unproductive. I sometimes put washi tape on a piece of paper and I try to make different patterns. That's not gonna help me get a job, but it makes me happy. It's fun doing that. I like tearing the tape, I like hearing it rip, I like putting the different colors together, and that's why I make bracelets, because it's fun. I like choosing the colors, I like choosing the patterns, all sorts of things. And when that fun thing starts to become an obligation, that's when it's really not fun anymore. That's kind of when I start to resent it. So yeah. I don't really have an agenda for this video. I just kind of wanted to explain what I'm doing, or what I was not doing, explain why I wasn't doing what you guys thought I was supposed to be doing. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And kind of encourage you, bring a little pearl of wisdom to your life, perhaps, if you're open to my pearls of wisdom. If you're wondering about life updates from me, I can bestow them upon you if you'd like. So I am still majoring in what I was majoring last year, which is chemical engineering, so I haven't switched out of that. I love it. I'm a sophomore, so I have started taking chemical engineering classes this year, which was really nice, because last year it was all prerequisites, so science and math classes, but I didn't actually do any real engineering stuff. So this semester I am. I really love it. Most of my professors are really fantastic, and most of my classes are in person, which is the huge part. However, they're doing construction right in the middle of campus, and so a walk that would have taken me about 4 minutes now takes me about 12 minutes, because I have to go around the construction and like up a giant hill instead of aside the hill, like around the hill. So my legs are stronger, but I am also very sweaty whenever I go to class. But hopefully that will change once it gets colder here. I'm in Maryland, which is significantly warmer than where I live, which is in upstate New York. So yeah, there's that. I am more confident about making new friends, which is good, because that's something I was really anxious about, is meeting new people. But knowing that everyone else is probably almost as anxious as I am really helps. To be fair, like, I actually have anxiety, so really I am more anxious than other people, but I've found a medication that I think works, and I'm due to find a new therapist soon, but that's really encouraging, and I miss my cat like hell. I miss Tricky so much, but my family has been sending me pictures of him, and I Zoom my dad almost every night when we're both available. I do Taekwondo at my college, so I'm on the board, so I'm the treasurer, so I manage all the uniform payments and all the Venmo. That's me. So that's my job. And so I tested for my brown belt last week and I passed, so now I'm a brown belt in Taekwondo. Yay. Wonderful. I was part of my school's symphony orchestra, and like by part of, I mean like I got in, like I auditioned on the flute and I got in, yay, last fall, but they are still not letting us play in person for wind instruments due to COVID restrictions, so that's unfortunate. So I'm hoping for the spring it'll be able to work out, I guess. What else? I'm maintaining my Etsy shop. It is up and running, so if you want to support me, feel free to hop on over to my Etsy shop. You don't even have to buy anything. I have a little listing called Tip Jar, and it's where you can tip me if you've been watching my videos for years and you really like them and you want to support my channel or want to support me or help me pay for college, because college is expensive. Then go check that out. You can add that onto an order, or you can just buy it yourself. I will try and send you a thank you card if I brought enough envelopes, but I think I did. I think I'll send you a thank you card if you buy it, if you give me a tip. I don't know. I'll send you some stickers too. But yeah, I highly appreciate that if you decide to, and that's kind of in place of my Patreon, because I used to have a Patreon. I just dropped my ring. I used to have a Patreon, if you guys remember, and it kind of got hard to maintain because I couldn't keep track of making all the bracelets. So now I have a tip jar on my Etsy. But yeah, if you comment on my videos, I still see all of your comments. I try to respond to them as much as I can. I still really appreciate you guys subscribing and commenting and liking, because that helps me out so super duper much. Really helps me. And it's just nice to know that there's such a large community who likes to make bracelets and go to college and bullet journal and do all the things that I post videos about. So I think after publishing this video, I'm gonna sit back and watch some of my vlogs from a couple years ago, just kind of stepping back into a timeline and kind of just provide closure to you guys, so you guys know I didn't do it to be mean. I love all of you so much and I appreciate you guys so much, and really all of my love goes out towards all of you, so thank you so much. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want. I can't say if there's gonna be another video soon. It's looking like no, just because my credit load is not gonna get any lighter, but you know, subscribe anyway, because you might see some of my old videos pop up in your feed and then you can watch those too. Alright, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. You can check out my Instagram. I post a lot on there still. Go have a cup of tea, take a nap, do what's best for yourself. Love you all. Bye.